Hey guys, so this is Mike, and today I'm working with Tuong
Hello, I'm Tuong and nice to see you again in this video.
to make a new video for you all on 8 key differences in vocabulary between English in America and British English. Because, I know a lot of you study British English in Poland. However, the United States is gigantic. We have a huge influence in the world, and many foreigners learn American English, so it's very important to know the differences and understand Americans when they don't use terms that you might have learned in British English. So, let's get to it. So, the first word we're going to talk about today is that place that you might live in if you live in a city. There's a building that has lots of them. So, in British English, we call this a flat. You might live in a flat. Whereas in American English, this is called an apartment. So when you go around big cities like New York or Boston, you'll see a lot of apartments for rent. Term number 2 is that time of year when you're not working and you're basically traveling, enjoying time with family, doing whatever. In Britain, that is called a holiday. In America, we call it a vacation. We go on vacation to Greece. Many Americans go on vacation to Europe every summer. Many Brits, they say they go on holiday to Canada, to America, to wherever they want to go to. And something interesting to note is that in American English, the word holiday means something completely different. We would consider a holiday something like Christmas, Easter, Halloween. These days of the year where we celebrate something, those are holidays. So, term number 4 is that little box you go into when you're in a building and it brings you to all the different floors. In Britain, they call that a lift. Makes sense, it lifts you to whatever floor you need to go to. You take the lift to your flat. However, in American English, we call this an elevator because it elevates you. So I take the elevator to my apartment. That makes sense to you all?
And now we're gonna move on to the next pairs of words, which is sweets and candy. So can you guys guess which one is from the UK and which one is from the US? Exactly, so sweets is from the UK and candy is from the US. And don't forget that we have the S at the end of the sweets. It's not sweet. We have S at the end. Remember that. And to follow by the story of sweets and candy, so we're gonna have another pairs of words, which is candy floss and cotton candy. Candy floss and cotton candy. So can you guess now which one is from the UK and which one is from the US again? Exactly. So candy floss is from the UK and cotton candy is from the US. So there's one special things here. So cotton, we can pronounce like cotton is from the British accent, or we can pronounce like cotton. We cut the T in the between of the words, so we can pronounce like con. It's like faster and easier for the American accents, right? And the other thing is, do you know what is floss? This is this one. In dental floss. So this is a thing that you can clean your teeth every day. If you are too lazy to brush your teeth with the toothbrush, so you can use the dental floss. And another word pair I want to bring up to you today is chips and French fries. So can you guess again which one is from the UK and which one is from the US? And yes, chips is from the UK and French fries is from the US. So it's very common and easy word, right? So it's very helpful whenever you guys go to the McDonald's or you go to the Burger King and you want to order some snacks. So if you go to England, you have to say chips. And whenever you go to America, you can say French fries. Finally, we come to the last pair of words, which is petrol and gas. It's very familiar, right? So in the UK, people are gonna say, "Yeah, I'm gonna go to the petrol station." But in the US, people just say, "Yeah, I'm gonna go to the gas station." In my opinion, I think gas station is easier because there is only one sound compared to petrol have two sounds. Okay, so that's all for today. See you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.